This is the story of a girl who did 23.3 to win the whole world. And while she looked so good on Instagram, this week she was sick and didn't win. All right, so we came in yesterday.
Yeah.
And where was your head at?
I mean, when I saw the workout, I was like, man, I could put up a top score in this workout. But for everyone listening.
No buts. Can't start with a but.
I got sick last week. Started after I left the gym on Tuesday, woke up Wednesday, felt horrible. Just like my whole body hurt to walk down the stairs, chills, cough, congestion, headache, everything.
Wait, you've had that for a week now?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. And so then I'm feeling
Did you know
this
that?
way.
Did you know she was
Yeah,
sick?
but just, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
She's
sick
still
of
out of
it.
breath?
And so I saw the workout on Thursday feeling super sick, and I was just like, man, this sucks. Hopefully, I mean, I'm going to wait till Monday, and hopefully I'll be feeling good. And so I came in yesterday, and I mean, my nose is still dripping. I'm corking up some stuff. I just don't feel good. But mentally, I'm like in the zone. I want to win. Like, I'm mentally there. And the workout starts. Or do you want me to start that or no?
You just want to, you got any questions about where she was at before she started the workout? And then we'll press play and we can talk about it some more.
I mean, I can say what I observe.
Yeah.
I feel like as the outsider looking in, right? Like we haven't all been in this situation, but I feel like I can relate very well to this situation. There's a workout announced and you can, like, that's your jam. And even me seeing that workout announced, I kind of knew it right away. I was like, Alexis is going to do pretty well on this. Like, has the opportunity to set a top score. I feel like as a bystander watching even how she warmed up, you could tell she was like really spending a lot of time getting prepared. They were like, yeah, we're going to start at 11. And then it's like 11:30 on the clock. They've been warming up for like 40 minutes. You're like, okay, like they're taking this like very serious, which is, you should. But you can see how much, when you know you have the potential to win a workout, how much more serious you take it. But
Did you feel that, Alexis?
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to make sure I was really, really ready to go.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't leave any boxes unchecked before the workout. I didn't want to like.
When you heard the workout, you thought you could win this?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I could put up a top score for sure. Yeah, and I still think I can.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna redo this in a month, like that.
Just to see.
Yeah.
So
Spoiler: what you're about to watch was not a top score.
What you're about to watch is the athlete who came in thinking legit that she could win this workout.
Yeah.
And then how, dealing with some stuff, and then how you have to manage not coming in and crushing. And we're gonna, we don't normally talk through that. Obviously, if you crushed it,
talk about the
we'd be talking about, oh my gosh, top score. But instead, you're going to kind of get a more realistic look at how things can.
Womp, womp, womp. Which one is that? Yeah.
Nice. All right, y'all ready to watch this?
Ready, Freddie.
Right, here we go.
Look at
Will
Adam.
ever be.
Was this you filming? Did you film this?
Yeah, I filmed this. I filmed it with my bare hands.
I do want to point out, I was a fantastic weight changer, by the way.
I saw that in my video.
You were changing the weights?
I was like a NASCAR pit
Yeah,
crew over here. I
was
just
thinking that.
rolled it to the side. All right, so for those of you that don't know, Alexis has probably the fastest wall walks I've ever seen and taken place with. And as you can see in Ashley in the background, just the difference of how much faster she even really is on this. And it's really embarrassing when I work out next to her and this is taking place, because I'd be at like rep 2 right now.
No, you wouldn't.
All right, so what were you thinking?
So I
on most of
wanted
this?
right here. I'm just trying to stay calm. The wall walks, I didn't want to go out too hot because I knew it was so early on. So
just so you guys know, that was not too hot for her.
Steady pace, and then the double unders I was just trying to use as my rest, and trying not to trip. I don't think I tripped. Maybe once. I can't remember now.
You already forgot about the workout.
Yeah, kind of.
Threw it out of your mind.
Here,
I
I
don't think
wanted
you
to
did.
go
Yeah, I don't think so.
15 unbroken. It was so light, like, this part I just wanted to get out of the way as fast as I could.
And what's the snot feeling right now? Are you snotted up? So far, so good?
If I'm being honest, my heart rate started to get a little higher here than I wanted it to, but I was just like, stay calm, because by the time I get to the handstand push-ups, it's going to come down. So I didn't panic, but I was like, man, I'm already a little uncomfortable. This can't be good.
Do you think that's because you warmed up almost too much?
No, I'd rather warm up too much.
Too much warm.
No, definitely not. I did not warm up too much. My shoulder started to burn a little bit more, which I watched a few workout videos before of people doing this workout, and a lot of people said that their shoulders in this set of wall walks was a little bit grindier than they expected, and I felt that too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize how much the snatch is taking a major factor into that, where it's like, oh, it's only like 15 at 65 or 95 pounds. That's not going to be too bad. But then by the time you get back to it, even from general population of my members, when they would go into it and they got to the second set of wall walks, they were immediately all like, whoa,
yeah,
that's drastically different. But I think just taking smart breaks for a lot of people is the right way to do it. But
what are you talking about over there with Max?
We were actually talking about
My double unders?
No, was part of how fast your wall walks were. And then we went into, I was very impressed with Noah's score.
Oh, yeah.
With what he did
I watched
on this workout. But I also think for you, so in this scenario, at what point did you think, like, I'm falling off pace, or did you ever think that?
I think when I got to the 125 bar and it felt the way it felt, I was like, man, I need to be faster on these, and I just can't. But I didn't really lose hope at that point. I knew in the back of my head, I was like, this is probably not like a world record pace, but I also thought it could be around 8 minutes, and I would have been happy with that. Like, I would have been really happy with around 8 minutes. And I think if I would have made those two snatches, it would have been like 8:15 or something. I would have shaved a minute off. But even like the handstand push-ups felt really hard, like pounding on my head. My nose started dripping. I remember like...
There it is. The nose was dripping.
I remember having to like blow my nose in the middle of this workout, and I was like, that's so stupid. But the plan with these was 7-7-6, and I stuck to it because I wanted to, like, they felt grindy, but I wanted to just kind of take that risk. And
yeah, I feel like if you're going for potentially a world record score on any open workout, you have to take the risk in some way, shape, or form. And for you, your handstand push-ups are so good that I would have said the same thing, just take bigger sets, because you're probably going to be more recovered than most doing sets like that, where someone else went 7 and then their max set was 15 and then they're just done after that, where I think for you, you can recover pretty quick to get into the snatch and double under portion after that. I do want to point out my chair is lowering again.
Yeah, go ahead and raise that.
You see that?
You're looking small.
So my right here, my heart rate, it kind of felt like I was doing Fran a little bit. And that's when I was like, oh, God.
So
and
at
then
this
first
point
snatch,
in the workout, do you know that you're off? And
No, I don't. I'm in my head still. I'm still in it. Like, I'm like, you're crushing this. Just stick to this plan. But I don't know. Like, you can see I'm not being slow on these, but there is like just a little extra pause each rep after, where it's like it just felt heavier than I thought it would. Like in warm up, it felt super good, and then it's just taking a lot out of me here.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people, the feelings, like, even if you're watching this as we are on the other side of the weights and whatnot, and even people when they're in the crowd watching, they're like, oh, they're still moving that really fast, but like the feelings of when you're feeling fresh and snappy and everything feels good versus the feeling of I've been sick and now I'm still moving the weight fairly quickly, but it doesn't feel the same. There's a significant difference, but I think it just kind of shows your character of how you're able to keep pushing by, regardless of how you feel, just being able to still stay on top of the bar. Because, I mean, it would have been very easy for you to hinge back, put your hands on your knees, take 5 or 8 more seconds, but staying on top of it, I think, is even more impressive, knowing the circumstances of how you actually felt.
Yeah.
Look at that custom 2-pood belt.
I know, right?
You think if you left a comment down below right now, you could win one of those?
Yeah, you probably could.
You probably
should.
You should probably do that.
You probably could, and you probably should. I used it the other day when I back squatted.
I know you told
I don't
me
know if
that.
it helped, but
It helped.
How are you feeling right here?
These are hard. I'm not even going to lie. These did not feel good at all. I think this is... Oh, here's a chalk break.
It was interesting. I was watching you warm up, and you practiced that whole. You sat your belt down, and you practiced where you were going to put it and how you were going to put it on. It was like a whole little routine you would.
Yeah.
do.
I mean, that's what, like, if you're trying to be the best, like, you have to, it comes down to those tiny little things. And so I did what I could. I
Coming up on 6:45.
Okay.
World record time. What was the actual winning time? Do we know?
Like
overall?
7, like low 7s, I think.
Low 7s.
I think that's what Lauren said. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
I don't know.
Who did that?
I think Danny Spiegel.
I want to see it. Did she like touch
This
and
is
go
what Lauren
every,
said. I don't know. I
she
haven't
touch
even
and go all the
looked.
barbells?
She had to have. I was also thinking, like, if I were to redo this in a month,
Yeah, so essentially you had, based off kind of seeing Mal go, you probably had about 45 seconds from the time you got to this bar to complete all 6.
and like we did heavy Grace? No,
Isabel.
whatever.
Isabel.
No, heavy, clean, and snatch, Isabel, yeah. 30 for time. I did it in, I don't know, 3 minutes or something. And I watched it before I did this workout, and I was like, man, you can do a rep every 7 or 8 seconds, and you can finish those snatches in less than a minute at the end. And so I knew, like, I was confident with this weight. It's not a weight that I was, like, even worried about. I don't even remember the last time I missed a 155-pound snatch. And, like, those felt good right here. That was the moment. My body literally shut down. Before this rep, I was like, there's no way.
You just didn't feel like making that, or?
I felt like making it. My heart felt like making it. But my body, oh my God, I can't even describe it. It was like everything was numb. It felt like my body just stopped. It just shut down. And before I even lifted the bar, I like knew in my head, I'm like, I can't even control this right now. And obviously when you take 2 misses, like, I knew it's not going to be a top score anymore. But at that point, it's just finishing.
Damage control.
Yeah, and finishing the workout and not getting, like, emotional in the moment because.
So it says Danny got
frustrated.
7:12, and she's the first name on the list that doesn't look suspicious or sketch.
So then 7:12, I would say.
Yeah.
Is probably the time.
But, like, look at, like, how much time you waste, a whole minute just by missing
twice.
Yeah. It's so
Well, it starts to get in
frustrating.
your head because you don't want to miss the follow-up reps because you need to make those count. So if you rush over and over, then you're just going to keep missing and missing and missing, where if you just give yourself that few extra seconds, which, of course, adds up currently. But it's better to have it happen now in this scenario than it is in quarterfinals and semifinals.
Yeah. And yesterday, like, I needed a couple hours to be sad and mad and vent, and I probably vented to every person in this gym at this point. But honestly, what I came to conclusion was I don't think I've felt this, like, fire and frustration since after West Coast.
Oh, and we know what happened after that.
Yeah. So
Coming in.
as annoyed as I was, I want to look at it as, like, maybe I kind of needed a kick in the butt, and I needed this, and I needed to get super annoyed and pissed off before the season, and this did it. And I don't know if I'm going to feel better for quarterfinals next week, but like we said, it doesn't matter. I just need to do it, get it done with, and then we can.
You have to do it.
Well, I know I have to do it.
Hey, what about this? What if we paused this right here, ended this little video, and then we did a quick little podcast, because we haven't talked to you or you about any of the stuff that's been happening lately.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Shall we?
Oh.
We shall.
All right, we're going to end this video. Go click on the other one that you'll see, and we'll have these fools on a pod.
Okay.
Bye.
The Open is over, and many of you are asking, now what? If you made the top 10%, congratulations, you've earned it. Our RX Path will be prepping for quarterfinals over the next 2 weeks. We will provide you with a comprehensive peaking structure along with detailed warm-ups, pacing plans, and tip videos for each of the quarterfinal workouts. And this will only be delivered to our TDT Compete athletes. This will not be public-facing. For those who did not qualify inside of the top 10%, our intermediate path will start a 3-week base building program that will help you build the foundation for your offseason, where we work on strength and gymnastics development protocols so you can reach your goal of making the top 10% next year. Masters athletes, we have 4 weeks before the age group quarterfinal, which means we are in full swing prepping you for your biggest competition of the year. We have included structured strength and CrossFit progressions that will lead us directly into the quarterfinal weekend, including a quarterfinal simulation with our entire Masters community this weekend. And our elite path, if you have made semifinals, we will write a personalized program for you to properly peak you for the week you're competing. Come join TTT Compete right now. Go to trainingthinktank.com.